Welcome to NingXia Red. I am so excited to share this information with you guys. I hope you are as well. My name is Faith Nichols, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this amazing drink that I was exposed to about 5 years ago. Back then, I was a busy mom. I was driving a school bus 26 hours a day, plus I was running my catering business. So I was looking at 50 to 60 hours a week, and I was drained emotionally, physically. There just wasn't much left in the tank. And then on top of that, I was exposed to kids a lot. And, kids are gross. I was in my school bus in close confined spaces with these kids, and I found this drink. Two things happened. Number one, I was getting a lot more energy. Normally, what would happen was my day would begin very, very early in the morning. I'd go out on my morning run. I'd come home. I'd cook all day. I'd leave and go and do my afternoon run. And I would start to crash when I was driving. And then I'd get home and I'd have to finish cooking and take care of the family and all of those things. When I was exposed to this drink, NingXia Red, just over 5 years ago, I was drinking an ounce a day. And what I noticed very quickly was that afternoon crash stopped happening. I was able to go strong right until the end of my day at 10 o'clock. The second thing that I noticed was that I wasn't getting those achy joints. Normally, I would be sitting in that bus seat for so long, and then I would get up, and at the end of my run, my shift, I would get up out of the seat, and I felt like I was 80 years old. My bones were stiff, I creak. It wasn't very pretty. And then the third thing I noticed was that even though I was exposed to kids in these close confines every single day, I wasn't getting sick. And so my immune system was getting stronger. So this has been a staple in my life now for 5 years. I really notice it if I miss a few days and I start to crash and burn. So this has been a journey of mine. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to learn more about this incredible drink. This is going to be a Canadian class, so a lot of the things that I'm going to be discussing will pertain to the Canadian prices or anything like that. So I'm curious what brought you here today. Was it a desire to live a more vibrant, healthy life? Was it because maybe your diet's not getting enough fruits and veggies or nutrition? Or maybe it's because someone you know told you about this drink and said, you got to check it out. Whatever your reason is, I am glad that you are here. So in the next 20 to 30 minutes, we're going to dive into what a Young Living lifestyle can look like for you and your family. Now, Young Living is a company that's been leading the wellness industry for over 25 years. They care about your health and they care about the health of our planet. That's why they're doing so well. Now, they're best known for their essential oils, but what a lot of people don't realize is that they actually offer hundreds of everyday products infused with our essential oils. Things like our NingXia Red that we're going to be talking about tonight. So you can also follow my YouTube channel under Faith Nichols, and you can check out some of the other topics that I love to talk about. But let's dive in to our class today. So I'm going to actually share my screen with you. Bear with me 1 second. All right. Now, I won't be able to see you guys anymore. Okay, so have you heard of this wolfberry before today? I'm guessing probably not. Very few people have. But maybe goji berry sounds familiar? It's the same fruit, it's just classified by the region of its growth. So the wolfberry is only grown in the remote areas of China, formerly known as the Ningxia province. Young Living's founder, Gary Young, devoted his life to traveling the world studying plants in search of ways to bring holistic approaches to the Western world. It is because of his lifelong research and dedication that Young Living now produces the purest therapeutic grade essential oils on the planet. And it's because of the company's more than 25 years of steady growth that essential oils have become more and more a part of our mainstream society. It was in the 1990s, shortly after he founded Young Living, that he learned about these Chinese people and their secret to health and longevity. The poor inhabitants of this Ningxia province in China were found to be living unusually long and healthy lives. Their diet consisted of eating an abundance of the NingXia wolfberry, and that was the thing that made the difference. When the rich people noticed that these poor farmers were outliving them with superior health, they started to take a closer look. There are more centenarians, or that's people living over the age of 100, where Young Living harvests our berries, these remote region, this province of Ningxia, China. There are more centenarians living here than anywhere else on the planet. So that's where the name of our product, NingXia Red, comes from. So what is it? NingXia Red is a powerful antioxidant that contains whole NingXia wolfberry puree. Unlike the goji berry, which sold is only the berry, this puree contains the stem and the leaf as well. It's a super blend of blueberry, aronia, cherry, pomegranate, and plum juices, natural stevia extract, grapeseed extract, pure vanilla extract, and orange, yuzu, lemon, and tangerine essential oils. Its health benefits include support from your head to your toe. It's a whole body nutrient infusion. This is key, the whole body nutrient infusion. Now this slide here is just the ingredient label for anyone who's curious about that. Research shows that this infusion, or this combination of the juices combined in NingXia Red's blend, actually boosts one another's antioxidant properties. So it's going to produce a higher Orac measurement than it would be achieved simply by adding the scores together. So what this means is sometimes the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. In the last 10 to 15 years, Young Living has sent the berry and the Young Living juice made from the berry and other fruits known for their levels of high antioxidants out for some tests. The tests have confirmed history and what many people already knew. This Lycium barbarum variety that Young Living uses is superior in vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and antioxidants than any other food. And it's all found in just this one food. No other food in the world can do what the wolfberry has in food value. NingXia Red has been recommended for its health, energy, and longevity benefits. Whole NingXia berries and other nutrient-dense fruits make NingXia Red the perfect choice for supporting your health. So why is it so important? Well, one of my favorite Young Living educators is Dr. Jim Bob Hagerton, and he's amazing at breaking down all that technical stuff into layman's terms. So I used his website, which is drjimbob.com, for this next slide that you're going to see. Now, Dr. Jim Bob says that there are 4 core needs that everyone should have in their diet every day: fish oil, probiotics, vitamin D, and greens. And he goes on to say that NingXia Red is a very close 5th. Kids should be taking it. Seniors should be taking it. Both men and women should be taking it. Your body is created perfectly and it can heal itself day in and day out. But a byproduct of normal daily function is a thing we call free radicals. And this is why we need antioxidants. But first, we're going to talk about the top 4 reasons why NingXia Red is so vital to your diet. Number 1, there are 2 different schools of thoughts when it comes to nutrition. There's micro and macro. So micronutrition, in this model, each individual nutrient is taken out of the whole and it's looked at and reduced to an ultra-specific view. Now, sometimes it's very beneficial and you may need an exact milligram dosing of, let's say, calcium or potassium, but that's really not how the body's created. An example of micronutrition would be trying to isolate the exact mineral or nutrient out of an apple that's helpful for, XYZ, instead of just enjoying the apple and all its benefits. Macronutrition is a totally different view of health and how it works with nutrition. In the macro model, even though individual nutrients are important, it teaches that the bulk of your nutrition should come from food-based sources. Getting them like you would in your diet, even if they are concentrated. It makes it easier to process and you will absorb more of the nutrition in what you're eating. This model doesn't get bogged down with individual nutrients in that apple. They just say, eat the apple. Now, a great example that Jim Bob uses to explain this is with water. Water is comprised of 2 units of hydrogen and 1 of oxygen, H2O. Remember your organic chemistry class? So let's say, for an example, you had a fire in your home. Okay, if you take water as it's created and throw it on the fire goes out. But what if we try and outsmart creation and we take away that hydrogen and we just throw the hydrogen on the fire? Well, what's going to happen is it's going to blow up the entire block, right? If we try and just throw oxygen on the fire is going to get bigger. So you can see we're keeping things in order. The way they're created, it is sometimes super important. Number 2 is NingXia Red is a liquid. About 95 to 98% of our country's population has a weak or deficient digestive system. That is shocking, but it's true because of medications, stress, processed foods in our digestive system. Its function is constantly under attack. Because of this, it's going to be hard for your system to absorb everything that you ingest or every nutrient from every supplement that you take. So in a liquid form, it's basically pre-digested. It's why smoothies and juices are so beneficial. When you get it in a liquid form, you're going to absorb it faster because the body doesn't have to break it down, and that is huge. Number 3, our bodies produce free radicals every single second that we are alive. You can think of free radicals as our exhaust system, okay? Is the exhaust system that's coming out of the tailpipe on your car every day normal? Of course, but what would happen if we capped that tailpipe and didn't let your engine process all that exhaust out? Your car would stop working and you'd have a very big mechanics bill. Our bodies are much the same way. If we don't have a way to clear out those free radicals from our system, we are going to age quicker and eventually create symptoms and disease. So what do? Well, remember how I told you that your body was created perfectly? It was. So inside every one of your cells, you have antioxidant generators that work tirelessly every second of every day to wipe out as many free radicals as they can. The only problem is that with the amount of free radicals that we produce in our bodies can't keep up. So we need extra antioxidants in our food and supplements to help with this fight. Almost every single type of food or nutrient has a specific amount of antioxidants to it. The scoring of this system is called the Orac Scale. So to give you perspective, blueberries have an Orac Scale of 2,000. NingXia Red has an Orac Scale of over 30,000. That is a ton, and we're going to have a closer look at the Orac shortly. Number 4, all of Young Living supplements, including NingXia Red, are what we call oil infused. That means every supplement is paired with complementary essential oils in them. And this is so that you get the benefit of that essential oil, because it's also going to increase the absorption rate of the products that they're in. So you're not just going to be peeing out all the nutrients like in other supplement brands. It's really a win-win. There are 4 different essential oils in NingXia that we talked about: lemon and tangerine, yuzu, and orange. And you will look up the benefits of those essential oils separately, but basically they're all going to support your pH, your blood sugar, your digestion, and your immunity. Now, like I mentioned earlier, for centuries, residents of the Ningxia district of northern China have enjoyed the astonishing health and longevity supporting benefits of the wolfberry that grows there. However, due to the Ningxia region's physical and political isolation, knowledge of this potent superfruit remained relatively hidden from our Western culture until recently. In 1993, as Young Living founder, president, and CEO CEO D. Gary Young was traveling the world seeking the natural secrets of life, energy, and vitality. He was introduced to this Chinese scientist, Dr. Song Kao, pardon my pronunciation, Dr. Song Kao Chow. Now, Dr. Chow told Gary about a delicious berry that had been prized for thousands of years in China for its powerful health-supporting benefits. And he further explained that the people who regularly ingested this berry led remarkably long and healthy lives. So by combining the wolfberry with pure essential oils, Gary created the world's foremost functional beverage, NingXia Red. And Young Living is proud to offer you the only nutrient drink on the market that combines whole Chinese wolfberries and pure therapeutic grade essential oils into a single beverage. And it tastes as good as it is good for you. While in China, Gary also learned that Chinese biochemists at the NingXia Institute of Nutrition had analyzed the wolfberry and found it to be one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. Gary became convinced that this superfruit needed to be made available to the world. This is a great graphic. How many of you have ever juiced before? You might have spent lots of money at a local juice bar. Well, one can only get the full value of fresh juice when you consume it immediately. It's great, but it's costly, it's messy, it's time consuming, and let's face it, it's just not easy to juice. 1 ounce of NingXia Red has the equivalent antioxidant power of eating 2 pounds of beets, 2 cups of beet juice, 3 cups of raspberries, 2 cups of blueberries, 4 pounds of carrots, 2 quarts of carrot juice, 1 pint of orange juice, and 8 oranges. I mean, seriously. Now, as we talked about earlier, NingXia Red promotes free radical scavenging by providing high levels of powerful antioxidants. It's that whole body nutrient infusion that can boost your energy. Now, backed by research literature, the wolfberry deserves its popular label as superfood. Now, I mentioned the Orac score earlier. So if you're familiar with the Orac scale, it measures the oxygen radical absorbance capacity in different foods. Free radicals are produced during normal metabolism and cell function, as well as from stress and pollutants in our air, water, and food. The oxidative stress is caused by these free radicals, and it's implicated in everything from aging and wrinkling of our skin to DNA damage, diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. Foods that are higher on the Orac scale combat these free radicals for us. Orac is developed by USDA research at Tufts University. It is one of the most valuable methods of measuring the ability of antioxidants to absorb oxygen radicals. The test showed that the wolfberry has unsurpassed ability to absorb the free radicals. And NingXia Red has the highest levels of superoxide Orac activity among its competitors. Now, as we talked about earlier, let's look at this Orac chart. These are some of the other goji berry drink products on the market and their Orac rating. Maybe you recognize a couple of these. It's pretty obvious up there at the top how much different and superior NingXia Red is on the Orac scale. Now, do you love seeing science at work? I want to show you. Oops, we're going to jump ahead here. Sorry. I want to show you a couple of these wolfberry facts. First of all, with our eyes, wolfberries have 11 times the level of eye-protecting zeaxanthin than raw egg yolks. That would be the number 2 source, but who wants to eat those? 23% more protein than raw eggs is in our wolfberries, and 91% more fiber than raw oats, and 10 times the magnesium of raw strawberries. Now, if you like science, I want you to see what happened when they did some before and after live blood tests on somebody who had drank NingXia Red. Now, this is a great example, what you're looking at here in this picture, of an unhealthy cell. You can see that this person's blood cells are all stacked like coins. That means they're all squished together and they can't get oxygen in there. If it can't get oxygen, it can't detox itself. It can't take in nutrients. So this person was given 1 ounce of NingXia Red. Now let's see what happened after their blood in 15 minutes. Look at this. The one on the right, that's what a healthy cell looks like. Look at the way the blood has separated. The oxygen can now get in those cells. Isn't that amazing? It just makes so much sense. If the red blood cells are free to absorb more oxygen, then every cell is going to function better and you're going to feel better. So why do you need to get started drinking NingXia Red? Well, food, even organic, is so nutrient depleted today. Our land is grossly overfarmed, it's overprocessed, it's tainted with pesticides and fertilizers. An orange from the 1950s was full of vitamin A, precious for our sight and our immune defenses. But to attain the same amounts of vitamin A today, you would have to consume 21 of those oranges. Onions and potatoes no longer contain any trace of vitamin A. The iron content in meat, it's been cut in half. Calcium in broccoli, divided by 4. To ingest the vitamin C contained in an apple from decades ago, you would have to eat 100 apples today. I truly believe there is no better food on the planet to support someone's overall wellness than NingXia Red. So let's talk about cost. It is recommended that adults drink 1 to 2 ounces twice a day. So you're going to build up to 4 ounces daily. Kids would be, half as a general rule of thumb. I personally like to take my NingXia Red in the morning. I find that that gives me all the energy I need to get through the day. But I do know some people that like to take it half in the morning and half at night, and it helps them sleep better. You just got to figure out what works best for you. But several years back, someone from the Young Living Home Office calculated what it would cost comparatively if someone juiced every day to get the nutritional value of 4 ounces of NingXia Red. Check this out. You would need to eat the equivalent of 81 pounds of food to equal the antioxidant value of just 2 servings of NingXia Red. That's 4 ounces. Now, in order to get that same nutritional antioxidant as 4 ounces of NingXia Red, this would cost $7,547 monthly, give or take, depending on the price of produce at the moment. But obviously, that's not feasible. But for anyone that has juiced, you know how expensive that can get. NingXia Red is so much more cost effective and without all of the work and all of the mess. So how can you get started with NingXia Red? There's several ways to purchase, depending on what your budget is and what your needs are. The first is with this NingXia Red starter bundle. Both current Young Living members and non-members can purchase this discounted bundle. This bundle is going to provide you with 2 25-ounce bottles of NingXia Red and 32 2-ounce packets. It's also going to give you a ton of extras that you see there in the picture, including our amazing Canadian-grown Northern Lights Black Spruce. I love this oil. It's great for nourishing dry skin. It's fantastic for grounding and relaxing, and just to name a few of its properties. But you're also going to get a Thieves' Hand sanitizer, a roller fitment for your bottle of oil, a product catalog, and a few other goodies. The cost of that kit has been discounted. It's only $199.75, so it really is a great value. The second way is by purchasing individual bottles or packets. Now, this is a cost breakdown, so you can see the cost per ounce. The smallest quantity you can purchase at a time is either a 2-pack of bottles or a 30-pack box of the individual packets. Now, as with anything, buying in bulk is always going to work out cheapest. So you can see down at the bottom there that the NingXia Red Essential Rewards Kit is your most economical cost per ounce. The NingXia Red Kit is the absolute Essential Rewards Kit is the ultimate best buy for your dollar, and it's actually how I buy my NingXia Red. This is especially convenient if you're going to have multiple members of your family drinking this in the house. Having the whole family enjoying the superfood is the best way to keep everyone above the wellness line. This kit includes 4 bottles and 32-ounce packets, and it's by far the cheapest way. It's going to work out to only $1.48 per ounce. I like to use the bottle for home and then the packets for traveling or lunch bags and just, afternoon on-the-go pick-me-ups. The final way that you can get NingXia Red is for free. Essential Rewards is our amazing customer loyalty program that rewards our members for shopping with us each month. Now, I know several members that like to cash out these rewards points that they earn and use them to purchase their NingXia Red, and I think this is brilliant. Essential Rewards is absolutely free to join, and you can join at any time, and you can use it to purchase your NingXia Red. No risk. I always tell people, get started on Essential Rewards right away because I'm all about free stuff. Every month, you get to customize your wellness box based on your family's needs and whatever you're running out of that month. Now, with over 500 products, you're going to get lots to choose from, including essential oils, supplements like NingXia Red, cleaning products, personal hygiene products, makeup, and so much more. It's really your one-stop shop for all of your health and wellness needs. Young Living rewards its loyal members with anywhere from 10 to 25% back on your purchases each month. And you can spend these points like cash on products of your choosing, like NingXia Red. So when you couple that with a 24% wholesale discount that you get for being a member, it's truly the smartest way to shop. I personally love the convenience of not having to leave my house to shop for all the things I used to go to Walmart for, fight all the crazies. But I just log into my Young Living account online, pick what I want, and have it shipped right to my door. I used to visit Walmart literally once a month for all these little things, and now I haven't even set foot in the store in, gosh, I can't even remember. I do have full confidence knowing all of the products that Young Living makes that I'm bringing into my home are beneficial for my family, that they align with my desire for a chemical-free, healthy lifestyle, and that they are safe for the environment. Young Living is a lifestyle wellness company. It is an amazing feeling when you can empower yourself to make smarter purchases and see the health benefits manifested in those shopping decisions. Now, this concludes my presentation, so I do want to thank you for taking time and checking out how you can take that next step towards your health and wellness today. We're excited to welcome you into our Young Living family and partner with you on your wellness journey. If you are not a Young Living member, please reach out to me on any of the platforms that you see here. I'd be happy to help you get set up, or you can use my direct link seen at the bottom there, https://yl.pe/faith. And you can jump right in, you can get that NingXia ordered and anything else that you like. Membership with Young Living is free, and I promise you, your world is about to change. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to stop screen sharing here so I can say hello to everyone and goodbye. Thank you for taking time out, and I look forward to hearing from you again soon.